far as the men's doubles draw was concerned, we only lost one seeded pair, which was Gautama and Isfahani, before the quarter-final stage. 6 different nationalities, 3 pairs from Malaysia, all in the bottom half of the draw. As you can see, at the semi-final stage, 3 seeds and 4 different nationalities. And rather fitting, I think, that the 2 pairs who've been doing so well in World Badminton of late are through to the showcase final. So to the race to the World Tour finals, and that really emphasises what I've been saying, which is that the Koreans Kim and Sol and the Malaysians Chia and So-Wee are the top 2 on the race to the World Tour finals, and regardless who wins today's finals, they will remain in those positions because they have been outstanding this year. The 2 semi-finalists here in Singapore, Astrup and Rasmussen, are way down at 40 on the list at the moment. Ranking ready are currently at 17. By virtue of their semi-final, they'll go up 6 places to number 11, so only just outside the top 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, the men's doubles final, introducing first, please join me in welcoming from Korea, Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae.
Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae reformed their partnership at the very first World Tour event this year, the Malaysian Open, and they promptly won that title. This now is their 5th final in their 7th tournament of the year. To say they've been in good form is very much an understatement.
Representing Malaysia, Chia and
The 2-time Olympic bronze medalists, Chia and So-Wee, making their 5th appearance here at the Singapore Open. It is their first final at this event, though, and they are trying to win the title and become the first Malaysian pair for 17 years to win this Singapore Open title. Well, for the Malaysians, it's been an incredible 3 weeks because it's a 3rd final in 3 consecutive weeks of tournaments. The Thailand Open, the Malaysian Masters, and here now in Singapore. Just the 2nd meeting between these 2. The first meeting was the semi-final of the India Open, the first of the Super 750 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour. So the Malaysians win the toss of the coin and have chosen to start far in the court. So the change of ends before the warm-up period begins. Well, it seems a bit dim at the moment. What's happened to the lights? Maybe it's my eyes. Kim Won-ho will turn 26 tomorrow. We wish him a very happy birthday, and how lovely it would be for him if he was to get an early birthday present and win the title here today. From Suwon, and as we saw, they're #1 on the race to the World Tour finals, but they're only 10 on the world ranking at the moment. It's a 2nd consecutive week at their career high. So Seung-jae is 27 years of age, and he is the reigning double world champion. Men's doubles and mixed doubles, won those 2 titles in Copenhagen 2 years ago. Looking at their matches, well, they were taken to 3 games just once, and that was against the Popov brothers in the second round to beat the Olympic silver medalists. In the quarter-final, Liang Wei-kang and Wang Chang, and then beat the recently world number ones, Astrup and Rasmussen, in 2 straight games. Aaron Chia is 28 years of age, from the ancient city of Malacca. He's a year older than his partner. They're 1 place down from their career high ranking of 2, where they spent 20 weeks across 3 different spells. So, as you can see, he's from the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur. And they've won 2 titles, the Badminton Asia Championships, the Thailand Open, and then lost in the final last week of the Malaysia Masters. Had a wonderful win over Hoki and Kobayashi in the second round, having lost the last 8 encounters against that Japanese pair. They got revenge in the quarter-final against the Malaysian pair that beat them last week in the final, and then Ranki Reddy and Shetty from India in the semi-final yesterday. So our court officials for this one from Germany and Singapore. Four finals in their last 4 tournaments that they've played, this Malaysian pair, and 3 finals in 3 weeks. That's astonishing.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Aaron Chia and So Woi-ik, Malaysia. And on my left, Kim Bon-ho and Se Jong-gi, Korea. Aaron Chia to serve to Kim Bon-ho. Love all. Play.
So the Malaysian number 3 seeds, Aaron Chia and So Woi-ik, the far side of the court against the left and right-handed combination, Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae.
1 love.
That's good work from So Seung-jae.
2 love.
Oof. Well, he's hit that long. It's too flat.
1-2.
Well, 3 finals in 3 weeks really is astonishing, isn't it, Steen? Do you remember the last men's doubles pair to manage to do that?
Was it Astrup and Rasmussen? No?
Not in 3 weeks.
No,
It was
I need
Alfian and Ardianto in 2022.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
Service over.
exactly.
3-1.
Malaysian Open, Malaysian Masters and the Singapore Open. Do you remember when we were still having to deal with COVID and travel restrictions? No, it really is a rarity.
Service over. 2-3.
Service fault called on
Service over.
Chia.
4-2.
What do you think is going to be the key to this match, Steve?
I don't really know. I've had to lower my expectations for this match. I've had so high expectations for the earlier finals, and it never really materialized. But I agree with you. This is the two best playing pairs in the world at the moment. I think it's going to be the Koreans sort of solidity. Is that a...
Yes, that's a good word.
A good word. That they get a lot back. They read the game extremely well. Both Kim and Seo up against the Malaysians, who have a normally the preferred combination is Seo at the back and Chia at the front. I think they've developed that, so I think Seo has become much more confident and plays a lot better at the net at the moment, but they're sort of like a little bit more oriented towards an attacking game. And I would say that Aaron is a more profound frontcourt player than either Kim or Seo, but it's just the Koreans, they have such great eye for the game, and they're so solid in both the defense and the flat game. I can't say what's going to be the decisive factor.
Good rally. Well, Kim and So Seung-jae are the first Korean pair in the men's doubles final here for 12 years. And it's a staggering 34 years since the only Korean pair won a title here at the Singapore Open in the men's doubles discipline. Park Ji-won and Kim Moon-soo.
And that's one of the things, perhaps that could be the decisive factor, that it's not normally good playing conditions for the Korean men's double style that relies a lot on the ability to lift and rely on defensive skills. But here we have two players that are strong mixed doubles players as well. They have a great eye for the game. That's super.
6-7.
Perhaps also how is Seo responding? This is probably the toughest opposition they've met the last 3 weeks. He's improved a lot, in my opinion, on the front court. Looks much more confident, but it's also being challenged today, I suppose.
Oh, great interception.
Service over. 8-6.
That one.
Yeah.
That was super from the left-hander. Service error from So Seung-jae.
Service over. 7-8.
Lucky net court. And back level. They've been playing in catch-up since the start of this opening game.
noticed that Aaron Chia was going much more for angle than power in the attack there.
Well, this is a run of 4 straight points. Lovely touch and skill at the front of the court from Sudirman.
Beautiful. Hadn't the shuttle landed when he threw himself there, so we...
I think he sort of got wheel spin, didn't he? He tried to push off and nothing happened. Let's have another look at that. Yeah, there was a sort of a slip first.
Thank you.
Or maybe he was just sent in the wrong direction.
Play.
Unbelievable defense. Well, it is the Koreans on a run of 3 straight points that have the advantage here at the mid-game interval of the opening game. Now, I have a feeling Aaron Chia's strings broke on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he made the error.
눌러줘도 돼. 눌러줘도 올라오게만 만들면 돼. 올라오게. 네? 올라오게.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play.
Well, make that 4 straight points now. 3 before the mid-game interval. And another one on the resumption of play. Oh, well, so each strings going on that occasion.
Service over. 11, 12.
I love the fact that he went all cross again there, Aaron Chia. I'm saying again because I'd noticed one in the early stages. I think it was So Weak who did it. But inviting for rotational play.
Service for court.
Service for calls a second time on Aaron Chia.
Service over. 13, 11.
Well, Sudirman last night, I think, was faulted 3 times.
Well,
adjusted his serve.
Service over, 12-13. Service over, 14-12.
That's too flat, way long of the back line.
Service over, 13-14.
Good tumble.
Yeah. But look at that neck skill
Service over,
from the left-hander.
15-13.
My goodness me. He just brushes that off the top of the tape.
I guess he's become even stronger on the front court, So Jung-jae, since winning the world title in Copenhagen, where he played 2 categories. Now he's focusing on 1.
It's his second service error.
14.
I like the idea of a flick serve to Soweek, and I'll do it again the next time as well, because I feel he's very, very focused on getting high on the low service return. Oh, that's lucky for the Koreans.
Yeah, lucky Nick
Service over,
from Kim Won-ho.
17-40. Service
Service fault called
too
now
high.
on Kim Won-ho.
Service over, 15-7. Too high. Service over, 18-50.
Very short rallies in this men's doubles so far. That's such a good serve.
19-50.
Plays it directly back into Soweek. I think actually a good service return. Let's look at it here. Yeah.
Game point opportunities
20, game point,
for
15.
Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae.
Game.
Opening game, 21-15.
First game.
And I
won by
thought
Kim
that So
Won-ho
Seung-jae
and
was
So Seung-jae.
absolutely
21-15.
outstanding in that opening game. 21-15 in 17 minutes.
Second game, level, play.
So 1 game to the good, Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae against the Malaysians, Aaron Chia and So Woo-ik. Well, now the Malaysians playing with the drift, which should help their attacking play.
Yes. Well, they're going to get on the attack in the first place.
And that's proving to be easier said than done. Oh, dear me. Well, perhaps the emotional accumulation of emotions and tiredness over the last 3 weeks is just getting to them. Oh, well, initially the line judge indicated in. And changed their minds. Look how So Seung-jae, when the smash was being hit, he knew exactly where the interception was going to come. Yeah. It was right at the start of the rally, so I'm not sure we'll be able to see that. Well, he took his racket out of the way of that, So Seung-jae, and that was a misjudgment.
It was.
Certainly the lengthways drift is not as pronounced as it was earlier in the week. Oh, that is just so good.
Over. 6-3. Service over. 4-6. Service for courts too high.
Third time he's been faulted.
Aaron, don't speak with the service now. It is so high. Lower the service. It is too high. Just lower it. 7-4.
Well, the service judge's sole responsibility really is to watch the serve and decide whether it is within the rules.
And he's the only one in possession of an aggregate who can actually measure that.
Yeah, those perspex devices in front of the service judge.
That's good bounce back.
Very good. I think what upsets the players, Steen, is that there doesn't seem to be consistency. I mean, I've watched Aaron Chia throughout the week. I can't remember whether he got faulted before.
I don't recall that either.
Saw Young Jae was getting faulted yesterday, but not today. Maybe he's made an adjustment on his serve.
Yeah.
Service over. 8-5.
I think it's consistency that the players are searching for, and when it's not there, then you try to take tactical, psychological measures into account, showing that it must be totally wrong that you're called a fault, even though you don't really have any idea how high it was yourself if you asked. And I think the umpires need to be more strict with the players trying to influence service judges, line judges, even themselves.
7-8.
But that's a longer story and explanation.
Yeah. Let's enjoy the badminton. I can see it being a discussion on our flight to Jakarta tomorrow, Steen.
Yeah. Boy, that's super saves initially by Aaron Chia.
9-7.
He's just got in a tangle in the end.
Service over. 8-9.
Good play. Nice for Wujik. Super important that when he's serving, he's alert on the third shot and the fifth shot, because I mean, if you were the opponent, wouldn't you try and challenge him on the net? I definitely would.
Play.
So he's got to be on his marks. That's super.
10-9.
Well, there's a big gap. Yeah, they both went for the same shot down the backhand side.
10-off.
The two Malaysians. Look, they're both going forward to the net there on their backhand sides. Nobody was covering the forehand.
Service over. 11-10.
So it is the Malaysians who have the 1 point advantage here in the second game. It was the Koreans that had the 1 point advantage in game number 1 at the mid-game interval.
20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play.
So the slight advantage to the Malaysians.
There we got a glimpse of the serve
Service
from
over.
Aaron Chia.
11 all.
It seems like he's lifting his left arm. It's not much. Fantastic play by
Service
Chia.
over. 12, 11.
Super reactions at the front court. That one.
Yeah, he got back well to the next smash as well, didn't he?
Oi.
Service over.
Hit Aaron Chia in the head.
All.
But important for the Malaysians to get their defense going, which I think they got in that rally there, so they can make the court a little bit bigger for
Play.
Kim and So.
Lovely drop. Beautiful from Aaron Chia.
Service over. 13, 12.
Mixing it up very nicely. Aaron Chia with these disguised drop shots. I'm not sure, has he really fired some smash bombs? Aaron Chia? He was injured in his shoulder early on in the year.
I think he's focused more on angle, hasn't he?
I think so too, and that means the Koreans should come forward when it's Aaron who has the lift. Oi.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it. And they've won the rally. That is simply unbelievable. How on earth did the Koreans dig themselves out of trouble there? And the dive from So Seung-jae, then he's on the floor, he still doesn't get up. That is amazing. The Malaysians should try and target Kim Won-ho a little bit more, because I think he's not at his brilliant best today. Or hasn't been so far.
And he's not entirely as dangerous, in my opinion, as So Seung-jae.
Because he can't turn the shuttle as much, or defensively, or
Yeah, he's good defensively, but I don't think he's not attacking with the same angle, and it's just sharper, the things that comes from Seoul.
brilliant. But the most important thing is that the Malaysians are getting themselves on the attack
Yes.
more often than not.
Yeah, super important.
Get ready.
Well, it was at about this sort of stage in the opening game where one pair pulled away. And that, of course, was the Koreans.
Fantastic defense from Aaron Chia.
17-40. Service over. 15-17.
Malaysian side.
They work so brilliantly and work so hard to get that three-point advantage, and it's gone in a blink of an eye. Yeah, that's a good smash. Flatter one that time from Sohee.
I wonder if he should have gotten out of the way there. No, it was a good smash.
Yeah.
Nicely placed. Up under the shoulder of Kim Won-ho.
What a rally. Fabulous. A 2-point advantage and 2 points away from this second game, the Malaysians. Oh, how the fans would love a third and deciding game here.
That's well left.
Yeah.
I wonder if that previous high backhand he played there at the same position, so if he should have left that. That was in the previous rally, so it doesn't come here. But that was quite a bit out, the last shot there.
1 point in it. What on earth happened there? What on earth? What was he thinking?
But he stopped completely.
That's surely Kim Wan-ho's shot. Well, that's academic now because it's 2 game point opportunities for the Malaysians. It's 1 game all. 21-18. The second game to the Malaysians. Aaron Chia and So Wee. Just under 40 minutes and we will be treated to a third and deciding game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 games down, 1 to go. How exciting is this? I want to see what you play.
Boleh defend, boleh di kanan, di kanan, tapi begitu dia ada kesempatan blok, kita blok masuk. Gampang. Oke ya. Ya. Kalau ada kesempatan dia tadi kan tadi paksa boleh sih. Dia juga hati-hati tak berhasil. Oke, yang ketiga kan dari servis agak dorong sedikit tau. Dorong sedikit, dorong panjang sedikit, jaga lagi.
So what a great fight back by the Malaysians. 1 game all
Final
in
game.
this men's doubles final.
Love all.
The 2 in-form pairs
Place.
in the world at the moment in this discipline. How fitting it should go to a deciding game.
Super play by Suwayik and Aaron Chia.
That's just delightful.
Service over.
We talked earlier in the week, didn't we, Steen, about So Seung-jae having the eye for the game.
Yeah.
He just instinctively knows where the gaps are.
I think there's a spectator shouting after the Koreans have served. I think that was why Kim Won-ho, he stopped. I think he thought he got called.
Well, something like that must have happened.
Yes, there were, I heard it here after So's serve as well. Good play. Excellent variation.
3-1.
Mid-court area totally closed down by Chia and So.
That's a perfect example of instinctively knowing where the gap is. And at that time coming from Kim Won-ho.
Did you hear that again?
Yeah, I did.
That's a beauty.
And once again, the change of pace doing the damage in the end from So Seung-jae. I wonder if that choice of ends by the Malaysians might become very important and decisive at the end of this match. Yeah, somebody shouted again then.
Yeah. So much back from that forehand, right ankle, I would say, Aaron Chia, just above the floor level, and then another beautifully played drop shot.
Wow, this is fast and furious, isn't it? This is just magic to watch.
Blake.
Is fast onto that low serve. You made the point in the opening game that
They need to flick
him.
Good catch.
Service over. 5, 6. Service for calls. Too high.
Well, it's the second time that Kim Won-ho's now been faulted.
5.
Oh, that's clever.
It's amazing play.
6.
You can see how much So is covering the front court there. And rightly so, because it's such a difficult shot to pull off.
He's far, far more decisive on the front court now. So weak, isn't he?
It's a completely transformed player on the front court, the way I see it. He knows what he needs to cover. He's not insecure.
And I think a new coaching influence is the major part of that.
Yeah.
Service over.
And
7,
I could say
8.
that it's a little bit like we saw the Danes 1.5 years ago or so develop their game to become a more rotational men's double. That's the same that's happened here.
Yeah.
Of Aaron Chia's attack gives Sudirman so much better working conditions on the front court because the shuttle goes upwards. It's really, really difficult to play a flat reply on a steep attacking shot. How did he get that back?
Yeah, that's amazing defense. Super. He can find the gap wherever it is.
8, 9.
Saucy and Jay. Nice drop. Brilliant.
Service over. 10, 8.
Again, Aaron Chia's shot here sets up Sudirman. Goes cross. And just upwards, upwards, upwards from Kim Won-ho. I think the only good solution to those steep attacks is to play it really, really short back.
Well,
But
that was interesting as well from Coach Panagi because he was indicating angle,
10,
angle, angle.
8.
Exactly.
Play. Service over. 9, 10.
This is a fabulous match. Oh, what a shot.
Brilliant backhand from Aaron Chia. And it means that the Malaysians have the advantage, a 2-point advantage at the change of ends here in the third and deciding game. Look at that, he held the backhand for as long as he possibly could and then somehow generated pace to push it straight down the line. Deciding game.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I wonder if he's got enough time there, Harry. He was
Coaches, return their
really fired up.
Coach. Team on court. Go. 11-9.
Well, it's only a 2-point advantage.
Play.
But psychologically, now playing the end that they prefer to play from, that might be huge as far as the Malaysians are concerned.
That's going to be the rallies from now on, I would expect. Lots of battle on the front court.
That is a clever serve. Instead of serving to the tee, he serves aiming towards the right shoulder.
Exactly.
Four-point cushion. 5-point cushion. And Aaron Chia and Sohi are on fire at the moment.
Service over, 10, 40.
Well, I suggest that if the Koreans are to come back in this, now is the moment to start closing down this gap.
Thank you. Ten, 40. Play.
That is so clever.
Service over.
Cool
15.
in the heat of the contest. Saw that Saw Seung Jae had lost his balance and just calmly places the shuttle in front of him. That's wonderful from Aaron Chia. Opened up their 5-point cushion again.
Fifteen, 10. Play.
Oh, look at that backhand.
Service over. 11, 15.
They've got to stay alert, Chia and So.
It's a good return. Yeah, they're targeting Kim Won-ho. As I suggested, they probably should.
Service over. 13, 16.
Yeah.
14, 16.
Chia and So played a little bit too much to So Seung Jae there. He was stepping forward. Kim Won-ho wasn't following suit in the same way on his side of the court. There's more openings there. I agree with you, Jill.
What's he doing sitting down?
Yeah.
Well,
Winning it again.
that's extraordinary.
60.
After the previous rally, Steen, did you notice that So Seung Jae sort of ran on the spot as if to say, come on, we're going.
Yeah.
We can still do this.
That's the thing. It's only 2 minutes since they were down 15-10. Now it's only 1 point in it.
Look, he's bouncing about again, both of them.
What is it? Kim Won-ho also did a pure defense earlier. It's not strictly come dancing. You've got to be alert. Play. Super defensive play by the Malaysians.
17-50.
And once again, work the opening by the smash at Kim Won-ho.
Yeah.
Here it comes. And that's a poor defensive shot from Kim. And that set up the opportunity for So Wee-ik. Frantic instructions from Coach Bernardo.
Good play.
A 3-point advantage and 3 points away from a third title of the year for the number 3 seeds Aaron Chia and So Wee-ik.
Thank you.
The match clock ticks over the hour mark.
Play.
That's gone wrong at the back line.
Service over. 16.
Nice attack from Kim and So here. That one backhand.
So, get ready.
Oh, my goodness.
17-18.
Well, I think maybe the movements of Kim Won-ho to anticipate the third shot, just forcing Wee-ik into error there. 1 point in it. Oh, lucky net chords.
He was bouncing and nobody really knew whether it was going to go wide or stay in.
They all just watched
They
and
did.
watched, agonizingly watching until it fell in. 2 points from the title. Somebody's using a flashlight at this moment. Dear me. 19-17.
Both.
Good return of serve.
Service over. 18-19.
Oh, it was a bit loose. That
Yeah.
got what it deserved. Yeah, maybe the fact that he's been called a fault for serving too high 3 times in this match. Maybe just lost his rhythm a bit. That's fabulous. Well, it's a half celebration. hold themselves together.
80.
One more point required for Aaron Chia and So Yik. One more point for their third title of the year. Two match points to the Malaysians. Oh my goodness.
19-20.
What drama. What excitement. And what tension. One match point has come and gone. One more remains for the Malaysians. How did he get that back? That's gone wide! And on their second match point opportunity, Aaron Chia and Soe take the Singapore Open title in a thrilling men's doubles final lasting 1 hour and 5 minutes. Well, that was absolutely fabulous. Lost the final a week ago to teammates Man and T, having won 2 weeks ago in Thailand. Now here in Singapore, they end the 17-year drought since the last Malaysian pair won this Singapore Open title. And they did it by playing some absolutely brilliant badminton, coming from a game down to win in 3 thrilling games, the moment of victory. As the 2 best pairs on the planet right now, I think, in the last few months, did battle, and they put on a display to remember. Confirmation of that score, it was 15-21, 21-18, 21-19 in the deciding game in 1 hour and 5 minutes. Well, we'll get to hear what the players' reaction is in just a moment, but all of us can take a big breath. That was sensational. Let's hear what Aaron Chia and So Yik have to say.
Aaron, Woo-Yik, you guys brought the heat. You fought the good fight and you emerged as the men's doubles champions. Congratulations on your second title win this year.
Thank you.
Now, I gotta know, what made the biggest difference in your game today?
Yeah, I think it's all about our trust and our mental preparation. And we can say we have been playing 3 back-to-back tournaments, and of course physically we'll be really tired. But the most important is have to mental prepare really well and keep on focus on court. Yeah.
The fans knows what's up. So it was neck and neck, right? Especially in that third game. What was going through your mind during match point?
Yeah, I think it's about focus, me and Aaron, because we want this victory, but we don't want to too rush about to win, but we still calm down each other. Aaron just told me just keep on just one by one, don't think too much. Yeah, we did it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying that you guys have an amazing team dynamic going on. You've got each other's backs. It's so beautiful to watch you play. and you clearly had the backing of so many of your neighboring Singaporeans here tonight, cheering you on, rooting you through this final match. Do you have any special messages, not just to your fans who are here tonight, but of course all your fans who are back at home rooting for you?
Yeah, I think of course there's a lot of Malaysian and Singaporean fans here supporting us. And I think they gave us a lot of motivation and support here. So, yeah, the win is not just for us, it's for everyone here. Yeah.
You know what? Couldn't have said it better myself. Once again, boys, congratulations. Well done. It's time to enjoy.
Well, no doubt they are extremely happy, and so they should be. His third title of the year to go with the Asia Championships, the Thailand Open, and now here the Singapore Open as well. 17 long years since a Malaysian pair won this title. Seen some of the earlier finals were a little disappointing, but this exceeded expectations.
This made up for everything. We had 5 exhibition matches, and the first 4 ones were a bit lopsided. This one was everything we could hope for. What a fantastic badminton experience that was.
Yes, it certainly was, and as we await for the players to get ready for the prize presentation, of course, there's only been one repeat winner this year. Somebody who's won a title previously, and that was Duchakonpuavaranukro. Third title for him, that was pretty special. This was the moment of victory, though, for the Malaysians, and a special moment for them. They are certainly due to play next week at the Indonesian Open, a 4th tournament in 4 weeks. Can they possibly just do the unthinkable and reach a 4th final in 4 consecutive weeks? I'm going to have to check the record books and find out if that's ever happened before in men's doubles. Well, I know it's been a fabulous week here in Singapore. I've absolutely loved the badminton. So we're just about ready for the last of our prize presentations for the men's doubles. Let's join our Master of Ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the prize presentation ceremony for the men's doubles finals of the KFF Singapore Badminton Open 2025. Introducing first your runners-up, representing Korea, Kim Won-ho and Seo Song-jae. And your champions of the men's doubles finals of the KFF Singapore Badminton Open 2025 from Malaysia, Chia and Ladies and gentlemen, to present the trophies to the finalists, please welcome Chairman of Sport SG, Mr. Kon Yin Tong. Thank you, Mr. Kon Yin Tong. To present the checks, please welcome Executive Director of JK Technology, Mr. Eugene Ang. Thank you, Mr. Eugene Ang. Presenting the mascot plush toys to our finalists, please welcome Managing Director, Singapore and Philippines for BYD, Mr. James Ng. Thank you, Mr. James Ng. And lastly, presenting the watches sponsored by KOR. Please welcome Singapore Badminton Association Deputy President, Mr. Hamid Khan. Thank you, Mr. Hamid Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your finalists of the men's doubles! Thank you to our prize presenters, Mr. Kon Yin Tong, Mr. Eugene Ang, Mr. James Ng, and Mr. Hamid Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your finalists for the men's singles of the KFF Singapore Badminton Open 2025. A big thank you to our runners-up. Gentlemen from Malaysia, let's give it up one more time for your champions of the men's doubles of the KFF Singapore Badminton Open 2025, Aaron Chia and So Woo Ying.
So with the conclusion of the prize presentation for the men's doubles, we can reflect on finals day here. Puavaranuko and Pearl Sumpran won the mixed doubles, not only the Singapore Open title, but became the fourth mixed doubles pair to win World Tour titles at all four levels. Then it was women's singles, and Chen Yufei, in an all-Chinese affair, won a fourth title in the last four tournaments that she's played. What a comeback by the former Olympic champion. Then it was women's doubles, and Kim Hae-jeong and Kong Hee-young. Well, Kim emulated her mother, who won this title 34 years ago and became the first Korean winners of the women's doubles since then. Then it was men's singles, and Kunlawoo Witisan celebrated his new #1 status on Tuesday with victory here in Singapore in a very one-sided men's singles final. And as we've just seen in the men's doubles, in an absolute thriller between the two in-form pairs in the world, Aaron Chia and So Woo ended a 17-year wait for a Malaysian pair to win the men's doubles title here, while contesting their third final in 3 weeks. Well, the tour moves on to the 5th tournament in 5 weeks in this Asian leg. And next week it's the Indonesian Super 1000. Coverage starts on Tuesday. Hope you'll be able to join us in Jakarta, but in the meantime, from all of us here in Singapore, especially from Steen Pedersen and myself, Jill Clark, we'll see you in Jakarta. Bye for now.